Hi guys, Opal here. Hope you all had a good Easter and holiday break. I know I did. Today's video, if you can't already tell by the title, is going to be a little bit different. It's all about how I actually find inspiration for OCs and fabricate them, their personalities and their storylines from pretty much scratch. This is something I really got into after reading Wings of Fire and Warriors a year and a bit ago. It's just really fun to brainstorm characters and plots for your own pleasure, and in my opinion, it's a great skill that should stay with you for a long time. The best part, it's completely up to you how you do it. I'm just going to be sharing my loose steps to give you guys an idea on how I make my characters. Here, I will be drawing 3 kittens from the Inlet Clan story that my friend helped me design. The first one is Ivy Kit, then Iris Kit, and last but not least, Poppy Kit. I needed these designs for a PMV that I am making because it is very close to finishing and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Anyway, let's get into brainstorming. Now, all my ideas start out differently, but most of the time I just find myself drawing a random cat or dragon that I don't have any plans for. For example, this is Petal Creek. If you want to start off with a character design but don't have any ideas, a great place to go is Pinterest. Here you can find so much inspiration and guide for character design and more. Once you have a design, you can start brainstorming names and personality traits based purely on look. Judge the book by its cover. Remember to give your character flaws as well as strengths. This will make them more realistic and relatable in the long run. I think we all have had our perfect, special, one-of-a-kind OCs in the past, but really, it's the characters with problems and struggle that are easier to work with and connect to. At first, however, it can be hard to add any limitations when you don't have any plot or surrounding characters. For instance, I designed this Sandwing, Dingo. I gave him a very cheeky demeanour. He didn't have any flaws because there was no storyline or ultimate goal. Then I added another character, Rainfall, whose serious and irritable personality complemented his quite nicely. I then gave these two a joint flaw of struggling to understand or express their emotions correctly to each other. This leads to tension and disagreements in the story that need to be overcome. They also needed a motive to stay together, which was their joint business in the Scorpion Den. Once they became more comfortable around each other, I needed a turning point to keep things running. They have a huge argument after Rain almost injures Dingo with her venom out of stress and irritation. Dingo turns into a completely different dragon. He is cold and snappy with her. Therefore, Rain changes into a more gentle and understanding figure to resolve the problems. They make up and everything seems fine again. Later, Dingo gets injured while trying to save Rainfall from an explosion. He almost died, and this once again brings him closer than before. Now, I must admit, this is a very, very complicated plot, and probably not my best in general. It involves a lot of altering, cutting, piecing odd bits together, and it's still quite unfinished. But this is just an example of how I got 2 scratch designs to an entire plot. Another fun part of writing is the side characters. Any old designs or ideas you have laying around? Perfect. Try throwing them into your story to see how they brighten up the main characters and create their own side stories. Probably one of my favourite pair of side characters from my plots, Sheepleap and Whitetail. Whitetail is Fox's sister and her mate from another clan is Sheepleap. They're both menacing cats and only Fox and Moondancer know about them. Sheepleap is a shy and jittery cat, while Whitetail is intelligent and curious. Their dynamic was always something that just made me happy, and it's always nice to have those comfort characters. So, in conclusion, these are my loose steps when it comes to creating OC stories. Number 1. Start off with a design for any character, and don't be afraid to use inspiration or references. Number 2. Try to implement positive personality into the base, judging off of looks and the vibes they give. Number 3. Add in more characters to create a plot. It can be more main characters, a couple side characters, or just some friendship dynamics that you have laying around in the back of your head. Number 4. Put in motives and flaws to give everything realism and an actual storyline. Number 5. Now put an ultimate turning point into the plot. This will add intrigue into what will happen next. Number 6. You can end it there or finish off by resolving issues, possibly by bringing in some of the old side characters that you introduced in the start but had no use for. And just like that, you've created an entire OC story. I'm impressed. Now listen, this video is not the only way to create characters, every other way is wrong. This video is simply me sharing how I do it most of the time. I wanted to do this because of some of the comments I get saying how interesting my OCs are and how they wish they could have more characters of their own. I mean, it may have been a joke, but it gave me an idea to make this video and I hope it comes in handy to anyone who might like it. That being said, if you enjoy what you see, why don't you like the video or subscribe to support me? I would really appreciate it. Check the description box for all of my links. If you want any advice or just want to tell me about your amazing characters, drop a comment. I love reading them so much. Anyway, have a good day and a wonderful week.